There are different belt levels developed by Michael Harry and Bill Smith. The lowest level is called white belt. The white belt is nothing but basic understanding about Six Sigma and quality principles, so that you appreciate the improvement efforts, so that you come forward or set your mindset ready for the change, because change is something you cannot avoid, isn't it? Unless you change the process, you can't change the results. So if you become a supporter of quality improvement initiative, that means you are a white belt. That means you have the basics at least about the quality and the methodology and certain tools, and you are a white belt. But it is not enough to participate in a project. To participate in a project, you need to raise yourself to the next level called yellow belt, where you will be formally trained for about 2 days, maybe 10 to 12 hours. And there is a prescribed body of knowledge, right, set by Motorola, and that has been followed today widely by many organizations, right? And but being an yellow belt, you can't independently work in projects. You should be under the guidance of green belt or a black belt, right? But you can definitely work in the project, maybe some small improvement projects without involving much statistics, but the guidance of the green belt is required. But if you wanted to work independently, or you want to lead projects by yourself, you need to be at least a green belt. A green belt will undergo a formal training for about 4 days, 24 to 28 hours of training, where all the 5 phases: define, measure, analyze, improve, control, and then all the steps in each phase, and then the tools and techniques required to carry out the steps effectively and then deliver the results effectively will be offered. And then you will be a certified green belt. A certified green belt can be an effective team member, can lead green belt projects. But as a green belt, you can work on projects having the scope limited to the department you belong to, limited to the specific department. You're not supposed to work on cross-functional projects. Work on the projects which are having the scope within your department. That means the complexity have to be less or moderate, and those projects are called green belt projects, and you can effectively handle those green belt level projects. And sometimes what happen, the problem might involve multiple department and it becomes a cross-functional one, and then the complexity might increase. It becomes the job of a black belt. Generally, a black belt is 1 out of 100. You could roughly say 1 out of 100% in a company should be a black belt if the company really wanted to achieve operational excellence. And then still one more level exists, which is master black belt. A master black belt is generally only 1 or 2 in the whole company who will work closely with the top management and develop the KPIs and metrics for the whole company, like how Bill Smith and Michael Harry did. The master black belt will develop the KPIs and metrics for the whole organization, for the department, for the functional units, and ensure that the company travel in the strategic direction. And it is the master black belt who can train and then coach other black belts and green belts in the company. So if you are a master black belt, then the entire training requirement of your company can be taken care by you. Imagine your position, your compensation, your responsibilities, if you raise yourself to a level called master black belt. So growing yourself in the ladder of Six Sigma will definitely will make you achieve professional success in the way beyond what you expect to achieve. And then there are 2 more leadership positions called project champion and project sponsor. So project sponsor are nothing but the top management who can approve your projects, right? For Six Sigma is always top driven. If you wanted to float an improvement project, and the blessings of the top management is important, always in any project there will be a project sponsor who has the authority to approve the project. And then the project champion is the person maybe working closely between the sponsor and the project team. He may also be part of the top management or middle management, and he is called a project champion. He will see to that the resources are allocated and then the roadblocks are removed so that the team can actually progress and produce result. It's not that easy, making a change in the organization. So a set of green belts, black belts, champions, they will act as the change agents so that the organization can undergo the transformation and then achieve the desired results from the project. Any questions here? Any doubts? Okay.